Hello everyone, it's Isabella here and welcome back to the channel. So, do we see something different? Oh, get into this. This is nice. Yeah. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a fun and casual one. Grab a snack, grab a drink. We're going to be recapping and talking about one of our favorite MLMs, Igenius. So we have many things that we need to be talking about, especially with the new year coming around and just so much happening. Every MLM has major new year focuses and a lot of big changes that come around. So I want to kind of talk about their new year's focus, just some of the content that they have been creating and posting that I think is really problematic, and just discuss all of this in general. And there's just going to be many different topics when it comes to this video that we're going to be discussing, so let's get into it. Before we hop into today's video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell button down below before we hop into today's video. And now let's get into it. So one of the first things that I actually do want to react to is a top leaders video that he made. So he is the top MLMer in Igenius, and so he made this post that honestly, I had a lot of things that I want to say, so let's watch it.
So the goal in network marketing is to not have a few people do a lot. It's about a lot of people doing a little. That's what the 80%er is all about. I don't need everyone working 12 hours a day, but if I get all the 80%ers to work 30 minutes a day, we're gonna make a lot of money. You guys gotta understand the concept of leverage. Okay, leverage is where wealth is created. In investing, you have your money make you money. It's leverage, right? In business, I leverage other people's efforts to make money. So once you guys master leverage, you'll master wealth. That's the trick. Because if I just trade time for money like the average person, homework, I'll do homework my whole life. I don't like homework. You like homework? No one likes homework. That is why you create methodologies where you maximize your time. Because if I physically just traded hours for dollars, what's the max I could work a day? 10 hours, right? 10 hours ain't gonna get me rich because how much could someone pay me for working 10 hours?
Okay, so let's talk about this. One of the biggest problems I have is people who are highly uneducated, putting themselves on a platform and acting as if they know it all when they clearly don't. Has money, therefore it's almost given him the platform to act as if he knows it all when that is just completely not the case. What I find very fascinating when he talks about network marketing is leveraging other people's efforts and work. And the reason why I think that this is so problematic to me is, if anything, you should be able to create incredible sales strictly on your own, in my opinion. I'm running from this from an affiliate marketing standpoint, because here's the thing. If you need, for a regular business, if you are doing things on your own, of course it's going to be hard. But if you actually physically hire people on and help them out, then yes, it's going to make your life a little bit easier, but you're going to have to properly compensate them. And then you can use and utilize their help and services in order to do well. Whereas you're not hiring anyone on when it comes to being a part of an MLM. So with not having to do any work that a real business owner does, having it to where you literally can strictly just say, hey, if you go through this link and purchase my products, then you can be a part of Igenius, then there technically is no necessary need for a downline unless you get a heavy amount of benefits for recruiting. Now, if we look at the compensation plan for Igenius, we can clearly see there are heavy amounts of benefits when it comes to recruiting people. And so for him saying leveraging people, and this is what I think he's saying. He's saying, I have a bunch of people underneath me doing some effort that I'm going to cash in big. We're not considering the fact, though, that most of those people who are putting in some effort are not going to be cashing in big, which is the problem to begin with. Now, I'm not saying that it's inherently wrong to actually have access to other people and having it to where that you can leverage other people's skills. Of course, though, they need to be properly compensated. That is just something that is ethical and right to begin with. But that's the problem with MLMs. It's not as if you are an actual business owner hiring people on, properly compensating them, and then utilizing their skills. They're literally getting free work out of a ton of people, and that's just highly unethical and wrong. And so again, it's so funny to me because in my opinion, if you are that good at what you do, you should be able to master the marketing so well to where people are continuously purchasing and doing everything they want through one link, through you. Instead, in my opinion, there's more benefits to get a bunch of people on your team. Therefore, that's why you don't see people at the top of any MLM for that matter without a downline. This is literally just giving me nothing but scammer energy. So I know you guys know that I cover a lot of scams on this channel, and I like protecting people from unethical individuals, businesses, practices, and so much more on the internet just in general. And of course, as we know, opportunities for scammers are literally endless, especially when it comes to this new year and so much more. And that's actually why I want to slide into talking about a service that I absolutely love. We're going to be talking about Incogni. Now, if you guys don't know, Incogni is a really amazing service that has been helping me and also can help you protect yourself from scams, identity theft, and so much more. Incogni is a subscription-based service that helps users exercise their right to make data brokers delete their personal personal data. Incogni automatically removes user data from hundreds of data brokers' databases and conducts regular sweeps to ensure brokers don't add the information again. So when it comes to removing all of your data from all of these companies, it takes so much time. I've looked into it. It takes a lot of effort in order to make it to where people actually remove your data. And so it makes it so much easier to protect yourself more when you have a service that simply does it for you, which is even better. Incogni does all the work for you, so that way you can feel peace of mind knowing that your data is safe from identity theft and major scammers. And what's also really fun about the service is I'm a huge visual person, and so I love it how Incogni has it where you can physically see their progress that they've made when it comes to removing your data. They keep track of it all so you guys can see where they're at in their progress, how much of your data has been removed, etc. And Incogni is absolutely amazing. Wanted to partner with me so that way they could offer you guys a really amazing deal. So the first 100 viewers of mine can go down the description below and use code Isabella to get 20% off of Incogni. That's Isabella for 20% off on Incogni, and you guys can go down to the pinned comment or in the description below to get started today. Thank you so much to Incogni for partnering with me so that way we can fight against identity theft, scammers, and so much more. And now let's get back to the other scams. Now, of course, with the new year rolling in, we have so many different announcements that Igenius has made, starting off with wfabb. As you guys know, wfabb is a part of Igenius. Now, if you guys aren't aware, there's many individuals in Igenius who are top leaders that really like to run with this self-proclaimed worldwide expansion that they like to create. So essentially, in my opinion, anyone can sign up from anywhere, all right? Like, that's just kind of how it works when it comes to online stuff and network marketing. Like, you don't have to really wait on someone per se to do that. However, they try and overhype it to act as if they're creating an expansion. In reality, that's not what they're really doing at all. In my opinion, it's just kind of over glorifying what they're actually doing and trying to make it look like they're doing something incredible and huge, when in reality, it's really not that deep. And so they were talking about how they were going to be making this huge announcement. And so most of the time, as you guys know, whenever anyone in an MLM has a huge announcement, it's either I'm jumping ship to a different scam, or whatever they have to announce is honestly very bland, boring, and kind of something that we saw coming. And with that, wfabbers have actually said that they are doing a worldwide expansion right now, and they are trying to run to get a bunch of people from multiple different areas, countries, and continents a part of the wfabb lifestyle. So of course, if you guys would like to talk about how culty this is, Jasmine, a main leader of wfabb, to only posted things on her story. She didn't have a required in-feed post about this, which again, I find funny because she always is exempt of all of this other stuff, but pretty much, in my opinion, is making other people post a bunch of stuff about her wfabb transformation. But one of the individuals that posted this, we are going to read the caption off. They did a whole photo shoot for this, which I feel like was a complete waste of time, but they said, wfabb is officially going global. wfabb is a diversified movement of like-minded people who aspire to help others step into their power and take control of their financial life. For 3 years now, wfabb has been impacting lives worldwide, but it was now time to officially launch globally. We are proud to announce that starting today, wfabb is having the following campaigns. If you've been wanting to partner up with us but have been waiting for a sign, this is your sign. Because of the first time in wfabb's history, we will be focusing on growing these 6 campaigns. Drop in the comment section where you're from or your flag, and let's connect. wfabb is taking over the world. So of course, scrolling through, you guys can see wfabb Montreal, all of these different posts talking about where they are trying to expand, which honestly, that's what a lot of leaders have been encouraged to do from what I've seen with Igenius. Again, they will literally travel, they will host live events, and some of their top leaders will essentially waste money to go and travel around and talk about the MLM business opportunity. And what's so messed up and unethical about this is there's different people in different worlds that could be struggling financially, not just in this country alone, that could be potentially taken advantage of, which is such a huge problem. Now, leading into this, I do want to talk about something else that has been really making me uncomfortable that you guys definitely want to see. It is the Igenius Success Channel. So if you guys don't know, I'm actually a part of multiple of these Igenius Success Channels. First of all, they are really violating a lot of the guidelines when it comes to Igenius's guides of how to talk about the business opportunity and trading in general.
You may not make income projections, income claims, or disclose your income. That is including, but not limited to, the showing of checks, copies of checks, bank statements, email notices, electronic records, income system messages, tax records, even the actual dollar amount that's been canceled, that's been concealed. So guys, this one is very, very important and not tolerated. That this will lead to immediate suspension and likely termination immediately as well, because this is something that just is absolutely unacceptable. You're prohibited from making implied income claims using product performance or personal account details as outlined in section 4.72 of the policies and procedures.
But the success channels are pretty much something that where everyone's connected. So all these leaders share the exact same damn stories of success. And honestly, I personally think that a lot of them are made up. Honestly, in my opinion, or doctored, whatever the case may be though, they are ways of trying to encourage people to join Igenius because of the trading. Now, they have been focusing a lot of the trading and investments because they want people to join and become a part of it, which honestly, I think it's smart. It's getting someone interested in the trading when they don't necessarily know what they're joining themselves into, which leads people to start falling into trying the MLM aspect and running with recruiting people, being a part of the system, etc. And getting people interested in it. And if you guys don't know, signing up just by joining and like using the resources and actually running the business, they're all the same thing. You sign up the same way. So either way, it still benefits people pretty heavily to get another recruit into the system. And so with that, I want to quickly scroll through one of these success channels to kind of show you what they're talking about and how they're marketing off this opportunity to people, which is highly unethical. Again, I would like to remind you guys that so many people in Igenius, the pretty much like the HR side of the Igenius, has clearly stated that past returns do not equal possible success rates. Now, additionally, something I want to talk about too is many people are pushing and promoting the automatic or the AI trading system. They really market this heavily. And why I think they market it off heavily is because one, you have to have a lot of money in order to jump in, which adds a lot more to somebody's paycheck if you start there versus the $99 one. If you have someone start with $1,000 plus, then you get someone hooked in and they want to get the return higher. And it also gives you more of a benefit as well. Additionally, I would like to also say there, I believe from what I've been told by other people, you have to have at least 1,000 or 1,500 just to get started with trading. So not only do you have to drop around 1,500 to get started in this AI stuff, but you have to have at least 1,500 in order to even start trading to begin with, which is a huge problem in itself. And I'm here to tell you right now, there are many, many other opportunities and places that you can start trading and you do not need to drop that much. That's absolutely insane. But again, it hooks people into the system. They're not really fully transparent with it from what I've personally seen. And this is the pattern that I think people follow. They sit here and think, okay, I can join and I'll drop this amount of money and then it'll be fine. And then once they're like almost $2,000 to $3,000 down in the hole, suddenly the business opportunity is the way to run. So I feel like it keeps people in the system longer because they want to earn their investment back as they have been told that they could. So they're trying to invest money. Maybe it'll work, maybe it might not, maybe they'll get a return, maybe they won't. But then additionally being told, wait a minute, I make a living off of this business opportunity. I can help you get your investment back from spending everything on here. And if you get more people into the system and you recruit and run it like a business, then you can be fine with it. And that's the problem, is it literally is just a really horrible cycle and it sucks people in so much farther than it would with, for example, Monet, where it's just buying shampoo. Now, don't get me wrong, that could be a loss for many people, but this is a bigger amount of money that people are messing with, and that's highly dangerous. And just seeing this worldwide expansion and how there's many different people, again, and many different countries, many different economies, and just many people across the world can struggle with money financially or not understand the concept of trading. This could be very, very dangerous. And the fact that they're trying to run so hard and recruiting and getting people into this is just very alarming to me. And it makes me very, very mad. Now let's go into the success channels. I am in multiple and every single one of them posts the exact same thing. They're sharing all the same stuff. I don't really think any of this is personal experience. I think all of this is just randomly shared just because. So again, this is just one of the first ones that I'm seeing today that is being shared. This says, and again, this is so misleading. It says, before joining GC Game Changers, which is a team name, she was looking for a way to get more time back, wanting to use more time to travel and do the things she loves. She knew the only way to gain back time was she had to get in the online world and start making money anywhere as long as she had Wi-Fi. She's been with us for several months now and she's already gained a lot of time back to do the things that make her happy. So again, this is completely misleading of the actual MLM and business opportunity. And again, this is highly alarming and to me a characteristic of a pyramid scheme. Now I want to watch this video and let's get going.
I'm wfabb. I've been in Igenius for 4 months now and couldn't be more grateful because before starting Igenius, I was in that period of my life where I was panicking about my future, if I'm going to be able to find a job, if I'm going to be able to live that dream life that I always dreamed of. I always want to have a job where I can work from anywhere that I am and anytime without having a boss, being my own boss, able to travel anywhere that I want. Igenius offer me all of those. I started with zero knowledge and zero experience. If I was able to start make money in such a short period of time, anybody else. So I can't wait for all the success stories in 2023. We're coming up strong. And thank you, Igenius, for offering my dream life that I always wanted to live.
Again, just from this being posted up today, first of all, again, nothing against this girl. I honestly feel really bad for her. But my thing is are these individuals being coached to say these things? That honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. Now, a pattern that I did notice though is every person who has a personal testimony, all these people are running the business. So they're not strictly investing. They are running it like the MLM, recruiting people, being a part of it. They're a part of a downline. They're actively a part of it is what I'm getting at. Meaning they're not strictly traders. They're a part of this. So in my opinion, this is again still recruiting you into the fake lifestyle. Now, again, talking about working from anywhere, time freedom, having this job, this is again completely false advertising. This is not true. And if anything, this is actually highly problematic to me. And you know what really upsets me is Igenius people, the actual like corporate side of Igenius has been like, oh my God, this is how we ethically promote Igenius. But they literally have people and their top leaders consistently misinforming people and having these success channels that literally spread information that's completely false and dangerous. So they're not doing a very good job. Additionally, we've also had the same stuff happen as well with other top leaders that make Igenius big money, and why I think that they aren't going to like kick these people out for violating terms and conditions because they're making so much money for the company. Now, another screenshot that says, I just cannot believe that just after a month, I would do $100 a day. I'm so grateful for this opportunity and my motivation and excitement is just getting bigger and better. Again, additionally, it's literally just random screenshots, so I don't fully trust it because it's like, why aren't we actually seeing real people that are strictly investing in this? $100 a day for 30 days, that's around $3,000. Again, though, she says around $100 a day. You could lose money. That doesn't guarantee that you will make $100 a day from investing. So if you do $100 a day, you also have to pay taxes with that. Now, that could be very well good. Claiming that you just regularly, consistently make $100 a day is definitely not true and can be super dangerous for a lot of people joining in this. Here is another example of a success that this is Sarah has been with Jessie for 10 months now. Before she joined us, Sarah was majoring in business. When she joined us, she realized her business major never taught her what she's learning now. She's now financially independent and is making multiple sources of income all online. First of all, as a business major myself who was a graduation year of 2021, I can say no shit, babe. Like when it comes to business, they're going to teach you how to run a business depending on what you're majoring in. So for example, I took tons of different classes. We talked about finance, we talked about economics, we talked about statistics. The amount of classes that I took was fucking unreal, okay? I did tons of marketing. I did classes about how to manage and be a good manager. Accounting, I did accounting as well. If you wanted to learn more about trading, there are ways of learning investments, but that depends on your major. Like, let's be real here. Not every business courses or business like pathway to graduation is not going to just automatically lead you to trading. Those are different classes that you might have to pick and take. But again, they're teaching you other business skills, which are useful business skills that you can take for working somewhere else, for working for yourself, etc. And the knowledge that I got, a lot of it I actually, thankfully, because of what I do for a living, I actually learn on my own. So it was kind of like a refresher for me. But a lot of the stuff that they taught is so significant. So yeah, they're not going to teach you about this. Also, additionally, they didn't teach me how to join an MLM. We actually made fun of MLMs in some classes. So yeah, the real world does not look very fond upon MLMs.
My name is Sarah. I've been with Igenius for 10 months now. I actually joined at the beginning of this year in February 2022. And so far, Igenius has impacted my life in a positive way because it has allowed me to get proper financial education. I actually come from a business background. I went to business school, and half of the things that I learned on Igenius, I did not learn in business school. So if a business major student is not able to learn half the things that they learned on Igenius, I don't think universities are meant to teach you what they're meant to teach you.
Again, that's completely false and honestly goofy as hell to say. When you, again, are majoring in something like marketing, accounting, you are learning about accounting. If you want to take investing classes, of course you're going to do that. But also, again, remember that a lot of what Igenius has been focusing on is the crypto world. The university is just not going to teach you to invest in crypto. It's not that reliable, and it's not something that's just a really smart investment for most people. It's also too new for a lot of these courses to be in universities yet. But again, don't dog on universities, because actually a lot of what I learned today would get me phenomenal jobs now. And even the experience that I have just from this job alone would get me incredible job opportunities. I don't want that now because that's not something I'm feeling, because I love what I do right here. But all I'm saying is dogging on a business degree and business school and claiming that Igenius is going to give you something better, that's fucking stupid.
So I've been able to create multiple streams of income all online from the comfort of my own home. I was able to learn about the financial markets. Now, I've already had an idea about the stock market. I wasn't really into that, but because of Igenius, I was able to learn about the cryptocurrency markets, about the foreign exchange.
Okay, I can't. Okay, if you guys don't know, I went to K-State. My degree's under there somewhere. But I went to K-State, and my favorite part of the business building was when we literally had massive areas of this business building with like showing the stocks. So like those are classes. You can learn about the stock market in the business schools. That's a thing. Don't act like you can't learn that anywhere else. Of course you can learn that. It's the crypto world that you're not going to learn as much of probably. You might learn about some of it, but the regular investing, stocks, bonds, all that other stuff, yeah, you're going to learn that. Oh my God.
Market about binary options and NFTs, and it allowed me to create an income online from.
Real quick question, okay? Are you going to trust someone who is a professor who has literally been credited and properly educated to teach you about investing versus listening to some random goofy on the internet, no offense, saying, hi, join this random MLM who's had major unethical problems, has even had legal problems allegedly, and so much more? Are we just going to trust you? Also, the same people that get caught on the internet too many times lying and misinforming you about the opportunity. You're going to trust a random person on social media about that, but you're not going to trust the educated professionals in a university who can teach you that. Excuse me?
These markets, and it's just amazing. And not only that, but it has also connected me with people from across the world that have the same mindset as me, that are just as driven and hardworking as I am, that want to create their dream life and want to become successful, and they're there to support you and help you through your journey. And it's just been amazing so far, and I honestly can't wait till 2023, and it's just gonna be another amazing year.
This stuff is gonna drive me crazy. So we're gonna actually react to one more. This is another one that says, Matilda's been with GC for several months. Before she joined us, she was lost, going job to job with no purpose. Again, this is an unethical way of marketing this off. Show the results, be clear and concise. The results should speak for themselves. If you have to go on with the sob story, then that is a serious problem. One day she woke up and realized her job won't support her if, for instance, something happened to her or her family and she needed to take time off for herself or her loved ones. That's when she knew she had to become independent and start becoming her own boss, so she needed to take time off she could. Now she has time to focus on her growth in business and can focus on her family as well.
My name is Matilda Bartolin, and I have been with Igenius for 4 months now. And here's how.
She is really fucking pretty. Gotta get that out of the way. She's really pretty. Damn.
How impactful it was to my life in 2022. In 2022 and many years before that, I was depressed. I had no purpose in life. I was broke, and I was just being thrown from job to job because Corona kept shutting my workplaces down. Trust me, job security is not a thing in a time and a world like ours. I lost my faith in the system that was supposed to support me in my hard times, but I was left alone, needing to figure things out on my own, even in a country like Denmark. So I came to the conclusion that I had to be my own support system. And then I came across this platform with so many successful people giving me their blueprint to success. So I got started with Igenius, and I can tell you this much. I worked very hard, but it's all worth it. Because now I have a like-minded family, I have a great knowledge of the financial markets, and I have a very developed mindset. I will forever be grateful for the decision I made joining Igenius, forever grateful for the people, and forever grateful for the opportunities this platform has offered.
Okay, so yeah, everyone's getting coached to say shit at this point. All these people are running this like the MLM, like the MLM stuff, not just the investment side. This is all so gross and preying on so many different people who are struggling in multiple ways: depression, lack of financial security, lack of job security, etc. And especially with this new year, people are really desperate to make changes and do whatever they can to help themselves. And it really drives me crazy when we have so many of these types of testimonials. Again, testimonials. I'm taking this with a grain of salt here, trying to encourage people to join this kind of stuff when literally it's expensive. Literally the past returns do not equal future profits. How most people in MLMs lose money. I don't even like the fact that I get to say this, but the fact that I have far too many people coming to me who have been victims of these companies and the false advertising of it. There's too many people that have come to me, and other creators for that matter, who have discussed these problems and discussed how they were told that this is what was going to happen, that they were going to learn, that they were going to be educated, and now they're in debt in the thousands because of this stuff, and it just really drives me crazy. And you know what also upsets me too is there's way too many times where I hear these advertisements talking about, wow, I know so much about investing, but yet I still hear people who are top leaders who have been in this for over a year. Many people in the wfabb teams, for example, have literally vocally said that they really don't know what they're doing with trading and they're just depending on an AI. And again, that's very dangerous, and that's misinforming people, claiming that you are educating yourself and learning so much when actually you don't even know what the hell you're doing, if anything. And so I don't know why you're teaching people to just use this blindly. And that's another alarming red flag that I think is a characteristic of a pyramid scheme. Blindly trusting things, not actually doing your research, blindly trusting an AI, a part of a company, blindly trusting people who are recruiting you into the system. That is just not okay. That's not encouraging critical thinking. And this is just stuff that honestly makes me very concerned for people who want to properly invest. If you want to invest, if you want to grow your money, please talk to actually certified, educated people. Do not trust any random person on the internet. Again, something I will even encourage, if you want, double check things that I say, because I want you to critically think about everyone and everything. That is good. That's important for you to do. If someone is discouraging you from critically thinking or questioning things, that's a very, very big red flag. So that was it for today's video. My voice is going out again. I kind of did lose my voice for a while. So anyways, that was it for today's video. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you so much to Incogni for partnering with me on today's video. Don't forget to start today with Incogni down in the description below or in the pinned comment. And I will see my beautiful angels in the next video. Bye.